Right. So I'm going to talk about two different things. The first part of your question, and that is an investigation. We know a special session's coming in about 10 days. That's where, I would say where it begins. Candidly, those investigations will begin by both the House and Senate before we go into session. So probably beginning later this week or the early part of next week, there'll be committees formed that are already kind of working on ideas about ways to address this. Second part of the question needs to be addressed. You ask, and I'm going to use your words, who's to blame? Know this. That's the word choice of losers. Let me explain one thing about Texas.
And let me say something. That's the word choice of someone who's guilty and is trying to deflect.
And that is, Texas, every square inch of our state, cares about football. You could be in Hunt, Texas.
No one gives a flying fuck about football when you got kids floating down the fucking river, brother. What you talking about? Who the fuck is bringing up football, you dumb, useless piece of shit? Who the fuck in the free fucking world is talking about football with kids floating down the river?
Huntsville, Texas, Houston, Texas, any size community, they care about football. High school, Friday Night Lights, college football, or pro. And know this, every football team makes mistakes. The losing teams are the ones that try to point out who's to blame. The championship teams are the ones that say, don't worry about it, man, we got this. We're going to make sure that we go score again, that we're going to win this game. The way winners talk is not to point fingers. They talk about solutions. What Texas is all about is solutions. In fact, I want to read you something.
I'd like to bring up that they tried to give you solutions, you dumb, dim-witted fuck. But instead of solving the problem with the solution, you didn't even have to come up with one. You had the solution. And it takes you 9 years to pass the fucking solution? 9 years. 9 years of taxpayer dollars pissing in the wind. And you want to sit here and talk about how you want to talk about football, but you don't want to bring up the fact that you got fucking kids floating down the river dying in your fucking counties. Bro, lost in the sauce. Yeah, kids are fucking dead. People are fucking dead. And you talking about football? Motherfucker, I don't give a fuck about football. No one gives a fuck about football when you've got kids floating down your fucking river drowning. They're dead. Are you fucking, how disconnected from reality does your fucking old wrinkly dumb ass have to be to come up with some stupid ass shit like this? Are you fucking crazy? I know I am. And I'm sure the parents that have lost their kids because of your shit policies are too. We'll see how that floats, bitch.
That I received last night.
Oh, I'm so fucking...
That's worth emphasizing.
Oh, man, get that fucking phone out of here.
Tragedy has come. That part is done.
This is the kind of shit right here. This is the kind of shit right here that's causing these people to go out and, like, off these guys like these CEOs and try to make assassination attempts on politicians. This is the kind of shit right fucking here. This is the kind of shit that pushes people over the edge. This is the shit right here. I ain't gonna lie to you boys. If I was caught in this flood and I lost everything, including my family members, you best believe someone gonna be answering for this. I could only imagine, I couldn't fathom the amount of distress, the fucking sorrow, the sadness that these family members have, and to see some useless rich bitch like this sit on fucking stage in front of media and make this fucking comment. I could not imagine. Especially to the people that lost their lives trying to fish these fucking kids out of the water because your useless ass can't pass a fucking bill to get sirens for 9 years. Are you fucking kidding me? What is wrong with this government? There's over 300 people missing on this fucking riverbank. But you could sure take the taxpayer fucking dollars, huh? You could take that real quick.
What we do now, who we
And you want to sit here and talk about fucking football?
Now, that's what the story is.
The only loser I see is the loser sitting in the wheelchair. That's the only fucking loser I see. What a fucking malicious, scumbag, piece of shit human being.
Of fierce love in the face of grief. Let it be the kind of story that proves that the hill country may flood, but it does not fail. Say what you will about Texas, but when the rivers rise, so do we. Not with blame.
You ain't doing any rising anytime soon, huh, buddy? Yeah, see that.
Not with bitterness, but with boots on the ground, arms around strangers.
You know, that's the kind of shit that I would expect somebody who's very guilty to say. It's crazy how he had to pull up a fucking piece of paper. He just used his phone to pull up what he was going to say when he got asked that question because he knew it was coming, the son of a bitch. Just be aware that if you think that this bullshit answer is going to keep the families that lost their fucking kids from coming after your sorry crippled ass, you got another thing coming, bitch. You better be ready because they're coming for you. I'm so fucking heated right now, dude.
And hearts wide open.
I'm
the
so
Texas
angry.
I know, and that's the America that I believe in. What this person wrote is what I know is true for all Texans and what we will achieve every single day.
Governor Abbott, over.
I can't believe that, dude. That is just crazy to me. That is just insane. That is so infuriating. That makes me so fucking angry. Oh my God. He really compared the loss of them fucking kids, the death of all them kids, the death of all them family members. And you know what's even crazier? Is that if I was part of the fire department, I already know what their mentality would be when they'd be digging these dead bodies out. Where was the government? When you got a sorry sack of useless shit sitting like that in there, saying, deflecting everything that's coming towards him, you don't get anything solved. You get more dead kids. That's what you get. Oh, the cross? Is this? Here we go. Yeah, let's watch this.
Just in the Kerr County area alone, there are 161.
There is now confirmed over 300 fucking people missing. Let me see what the death toll is at now. What is the death toll in Kerr County and affected areas of the flood waters in Texas? There's almost 200 fucking people dead. There's 173 people confirmed dead right now. There's over 300 confirmed missing. How many people are currently confirmed missing from the floods in Texas? Bro, this shit took 36 children. There are 36 confirmed dead children in this fucking flood. Remember, they're losers, though. I gotta bring up an analogy about football. Football doesn't suck. The fucking shit.
People who are known to be missing.
Shit.
Staggering numbers
Bro,
tonight on
I'm
the Hill
so
Country flooding
fucking
disaster.
upset.
Governor Greg Abbott ended a press conference with the latest updates about a half hour ago. We're bringing you what we know, what we've learned, and the push for
That's a
accountability.
Tesla. Yo, it's a fucking Tesla. I gotta fucking laugh
Now
at
at
something, because
5.
if not, I'm gonna start smashing.
News 4 San Antonio
I
at
gotta have to
5.
laugh
We're
about
here
something.
for you.
Got to. I can't believe it's already noon. This will probably be the last thing that I react to. I gotta fucking get off, dude. If I don't get off, dude, I'm gonna be fucking. We're gonna react to this, and we're gonna head up out of here. I can start making these fucking videos. I don't even. It's gonna take me a bit to get these videos out. I ain't even. I don't have an editor. It's just me. Like, I'm gonna have to take like at least a half-hour break or like a couple hours before I start editing these videos out. Cause like watching it again, I'm so angry. I've got a fucking headache, dude. I've got such a bad fucking headache. I'm so fucking angry.
Thank you for joining us now to the latest updates on the tragedy.
Yeah, we do want to get you caught up on the very latest numbers.
I'm
as it's
so
just a
pissed.
couple of moments ago, 109 people are dead in floods across Texas.
When did this come
94
out?
dead in
18 hours ago. Okay, we're on the same-ish timeline.
Kerr County alone, 15 in other parts of the area. Governor Abbott says just in Kendall County alone, the deaths so far have surpassed the death toll from Hurricane Harvey. 5 Camp Mystic campers in one county.
Oh, dude, it's gonna. How many people died? How many people died in Harvey? How many people died in Harvey? Oh my God, dude. 68 people died in Harvey. Bro, this is devastating. This is like levels of state of emergency that I don't think we've seen in a while. How is it that the last... Okay, so I got a story. So my grandfather in Louisiana, we got hit by a hurricane and it was overnight. It was one of the most devastating hurricanes that Louisiana has ever faced. My grandfather went out and built coffins for days. And this was back probably in like the 80s, maybe the 70s, right? Maybe even sooner, maybe even earlier than that. So tell me why we have a death toll with so much technology, so many innovations, this high, because the government doesn't want to do their part. I could understand my grandfather going out and getting these people in coffins because of the time. How are we so advanced and we can't fucking put sirens because we're too busy pissing away tax? Oh my!
Still unaccounted for, along with another child not associated with
I'm
the
just
camp.
repeating myself
and as you
now
heard there at the top of
we're
the
not
show,
solving
just
anything
in
with
Kerr
this.
County, there are 161 known people who are still missing.
Officials are asking anyone who needs to report a neighbor, a friend, a loved one, someone you know.
You have to
missing,
open up a
if you think
hotline because there's so many fucking people.
they are, then call this number 830-258-1111.
And we do have team coverage for you tonight. Let's go and start with East West San Antonio's Ethan Trejo, who was at the governor's press conference. Ethan?
I think that's just a thumbnail. I don't think that the cross thing really means anything.
Hey guys, sorry, I am currently moving inside a bus. As you can see, we just got out of the governor's press conference. We are moving back to location right now at this current moment. I can tell you a little bit about what the governor did say. He currently said that with our numbers standing right now, we have 109 total deaths across the state.
That really shows you the disconnect that the governor said that. And it shows such a huge disconnect from reality. Someone who can say that. It really fucked up.
People still missing.
Mind blowing to me.
Throw your tripod downstairs.
Copy
that.
I
Thank
am
you.
So...
He said that he reported the disaster over the holiday weekend and how it now has more fatalities in Kendall and Kerr County than Hurricane Harvey. The governor said that multiple agencies are continuing their efforts in recovery and providing closure to Texas families, echoing the theme that those efforts will not stop until every last person is found.
Nothing is as heart-wrenching as hearing the stories of what the girls around here, especially the girls at Camp Mystic. The hearts of our fellow Texans are breaking every single day.
And shut the fuck
because
up.
of what people of this community and the surrounding area
That's
are going
crazy
through.
how you could say that, but then deflect on who's really at fault here with the fucking football analogy. That's crazy.
We will
Love
not
it.
stop until every missing person is accounted for. Texas is in this with the people in the hill country right here. We are not leaving until this job is finished.
The best thing that Trump can do with his presidency, if anything, is to chew this motherfucker out. Bro, I will be 100% on board with Trump if Trump comes here next week. Or Friday. He's coming Friday, actually. and he chews this governor out. If ever there was a time to win my vote,
Governor Abbott was asked if he's going to call for an investigation and who is to blame for this flooding. The governor called the word blame, quote, rhetoric of losers.
How's the Senate
he's not
before
gonna do that.
we go into session?
I tell you what, though, gonna be so many people that want answers. Saying that it's loser mentality, that ain't gonna solve.
So probably
Remember, you can do just about anything in the world. Got enough people. Even if you are 100% wrong with what you're doing, you'll be right if you got enough people behind you.
later this week or the early part of next week, there'll be committees formed that are already kind of working on ideas about ways to address this. Second part of the question needs to be addressed. You ask, and I'm going to use your words. Who's to blame?
I love
Know
how
this.
he's like, you asked, I'm going to use your words. As if the person asking the, like, what are you, like, trying to front for some fucking shareholders, bro? What the fuck? Hello? What is that even fucking?
That's the word choice of losers.
I don't like cursing. Like, I've been trying so hard not to curse. I don't even. It's been 3 days, bro. It's been 3 days. I even recorded a little on the weekend, and I didn't curse once. And I'm already up in here swearing like a damn sailor because of this stupid shit. It's so
Let me
infuriating.
explain one thing about Texas, and that is Texas, every square inch of our state cares about football. You could be in Hunt, Texas, Huntsville, Texas, Houston, Texas, any size community, they care about football. High school, Friday night lights, college football, or pro. And know this, every football team makes mistakes. The losing teams are the
Brother, I'm going to say one thing. You better thank whatever gods you believe in that it wasn't my kid. I can say this for anybody. Thank whatever God that you believe in. Because you don't know. Let me put it to you from the Genghis Khan perspective. I am the punishment of God. If God had not sent a punishment like me upon you, I would not be here. That's all I'm going to say about that. And I feel like there's a lot of parents out there that are feeling the same right now. And the fact that you're going to sit in your high horse in your little iron chair and say that, he's ready. I don't think he's ready for the wake that's about to hit him if he goes up to another election. The American people are tired of these excuses and Americans dying because of these shit senators and these shit politicians that aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing with the money that's being taken. It's not being given, it's being taken from the American people.